always consider him as the idea man because some or other unique idea he brings.
Today, Taxation Society is the talk of the town. I think everyone I meet in the UAE, whether they are a chartered accountant, whether they are tax, non-tax, student, anyone, they know Taxation Society and they know the work that we are doing.
Taxation Society may be the largest association in this country as far as the taxation is concerned. But one thing I can tell you, we are the most affordable and economical when it comes for the money.
This country has given so much. So how we can give it back to the country as well as the people?
Kudos to you for building a culture that is so inclusive, transparent, because I've also seen a change in my trajectory. Since the time I joined Taxation Society first as a member and then as a founding member.
We face many difficulties. The one difficulty is that we are not selling our platform to the sponsors. We are not sponsors focused.
Empower.
Yeah.
We have to give only our experience. Let them take it forward to a different level.
So when we started, we say that we may be a small startup or we will do a meeting with reasonable food, or we will do our meeting with less people, but we will never ever
compromise.
This is the mantra I have learned from co-founder Mr. Nimish.
Welcome to another exciting episode of Walk the Talk, a forum where we understand people and the purpose behind their initiatives. Today's episode is very special for me because it is with the founders of Taxation Society UAE, a forum exclusively dedicated for tax in the UAE with no restrictions and the forum which is gaining momentum at a very rapid pace. The co-founder and the chairman, Naveen Sharma, he's a very respected chartered accountant. He has many feathers to his hat. I would like to highlight some of them because if I highlight all of them, this episode will end. So he is leading audit and tax function at a very large family-owned group here in the UAE. He was the chairman of ICI Dubai chapter. He is a CPA. He is a certified internal auditor, author of multiple books on tax and others. Similarly, the co-founder, Nimish Makvana, he's the president of Taxation Society, also a very respected chartered accountant from India and England and Wales, was past president of IBPC Dubai, honorary member of Institute of Directors, very senior partner and board member. He was at a very top 10 accounting and auditing firm. Again, multiple feathers to his name. So I would now stop here and let's take this conversation forward. So what you have built is completely incredible, and the growth at which it has gained traction in the last few years, I mean, it's truly commendable. To someone who is listening to us, who doesn't know about Taxation Society, can you please, brief us from the scratch what it is, why should they hear about it, and if they want to join, how should they join?
Taxation Society is now 3 years old. Taxation Society is the only tax dedicated association in the UAE. In the UAE, there are about 10 million people live in UAE, and they came from more than 200 nationalities. And you will see nothing is common. If you will meet an Indian, you will meet Chinese, you will meet somebody from Korea, somebody from Africa, somebody from Argentina. And they don't speak the same language. Their culture is very different. Their mother tongue is very different. But you know what is common? Of course, other than the red blood which we all have, is everybody has to pay 9% corporate tax and 5% VAT. So tax is the greatest, I can say the tax is uniting everybody.
Yes.
So there is a great need. This country has given us a lot. Whatever we are today in our life, I can say after 27 years stay in the UAE is because of the UAE. And they have given so simple taxation and one of the lowest taxation rate, which is 5% VAT and 9% corporate tax, which is the lowest in the world. what we have to do is to ensure the compliance. The compliance we can only ensure once we understand. And to understand, we have to learn. So the idea came in my mind, or I can say in our mind, and I discussed with one of my best friend in town, or I can say my mentor, because I was fortunate that he trained me when I was in the ICI UAE Dubai chapter as secretary, and he was the boss, the chairman. And he has taught me the value of hard work, the value of discipline, the value of show up. So we discussed. We both were never in once upon a time, and we were also working in the same XCOM, but we are very different. I discussed with him and I said, Nimish, let's start something. He is the one who will analyze, he is the one who will think very differently, and once he will decide, he will go all along. It took us close to 6 to 7 months, somewhere between January, February, right? We are in 2026, January 2022 to almost October 2022 to decide.
10 months.
And we agree to disagree. Starting from the name, starting from the concept, starting from the structure, everything, we have different views. Very different views. And we don't know what to do. We have no experience rather than working in the other organization and serving them and retire and going again and again the same loop. We thought the idea is good. I was convinced idea is good, but I don't know in what shape it is good, what shape it is not good, what will happen, not happen. Because one thing is sure, that the world has become a knowledgeable economy. Everybody who is coming today has lots and lots of knowledge. But they don't have a knowledge which is required, which is applicable in each and every transaction, is the taxation knowledge. And we have seen 5 stars are full. They are charging left, right, and center just to give the basic idea. And as we are the product of basic education with affordable price, we thought let's start something which is very basic. And then this is started. And I don't want to take any credit of accept the idea, because after the few meetings, the Amitabh Bachchan of our profession, or I can see my brother, my mentor, he took as president, and he has given more than it's required. And today, what we can see is his hard work, his passion, and his dedication that the Taxation Society has crossed the numbers which you can see today. And after having close to 100 meetings, 3 to 4 meetings in a month, it's all credit goes to him and the dedicated team which is working alongside with him.
No, great. I mean, such an inspiring journey. So when we look at friends, as you correctly mentioned, friends, people typically associate a friend with someone who you go out for a movie, who you go out to, for a party, for a club. But not many friends come together to build something. So Nimish, when you were thrown this idea, what was the first thought that came to your mind? And as he said, you analyzed further and you started acting on it. So could you please throw some light going back to January 2022 when you first heard this idea, and then how did you take it from there?
So Ekansh, it is a really wonderful memory when I go back in the first quarter of 2022, and as mentioned by my elder brother and dear friend, that this idea, because I always consider him as the idea man, because some or other unique idea he brings. And I do always deep analysis, and he's aware about it. That I don't immediately agree or give consent, because I have I would say my nature that I go some deep diving, that what are the outcome, what will be the consequences. However, then it goes hand on hand with both of us, because he takes some decisions spontaneous, but I take some decision after careful thought and all. So when we were discussing, so we had an initial thought of creating some study circle. And as mentioned by my dear friend, our co-founder of Taxation Society and chairman, Naveen ji, that this country has given so much. So how we can give it back to the country as well as the people. So basically, I am a chartered accountant from India, England, and Wales. So there are forums for me for my professional updation. But then there are no forums, those who are, say, other professional body like what ICI, ICWA, ACCA, or other professional body offers. There are many semi-qualified are there, BCom graduates are there into finance field, but they don't have any platform.
Yeah.
So as soon as this idea came, I was very happy that this is going to be create a history, because we are going to part of an ecosystem where we are going to support the government initiative, where 200 nationalities are growing here. So let's create something. So initially we thought kind of a study circle, small group or like that. But then eventually when we kicked off, how it took off, even sometime when we discuss, we also feel that how it has gone in 3 years is really, I would say, thanks to Almighty who helped us. I am really grateful to the entire team, because we have a managing committee who worked hard, a vision of chairman, and then we have our founding members who are the pillar of the society. And most importantly, close to 1,000 members who put trust on us. We have many partners also, all the subject matter experts, speakers, so you name it, all the tax professionals have come. So overall, when you look at such a, I would say, 3-year-old baby, Taxation Society, but we managed to do lot. That is only collective efforts, teamwork, and sometime when two friends are talking, how the idea creates something very unique, which is going to help the entire ecosystem. We feel proud about it.
No, absolutely. I mean, what you said completely resonates. And so, in nutshell, if I have to summarize, Taxation Society is a non-profit organization based out of UAE, one of a kind. And to be honest, I've also not seen it in India. I don't know if there is a tax specific society or a forum in India. And on an average, you are conducting 25 to 30 events a year, open for any nationality. Very simple model, UAE model. So I think, and catering only to tax professionals, or this is you have events other than tax also.
So as you rightly mentioned, Ekansh, we adopted UAE model. UAE welcome 200 nationality. They don't differentiate in anything. They welcome with both the arms. So me and my friend and co-founder, Naveenji, said, let us create something which is for everyone. So we are thankful to UAE for this idea. This is open for anyone who is having a resident visa.
So it doesn't have to be like even a student from
Student also, you should have a residence
visa, and you are accepted into the society.
Absolutely. And you need to have that vigor to learn, because as mentioned that we are focused on a direct and indirect tax. Apart from that, yes, we do certain sometimes leadership events or strategic events. However, our main focus is only on the taxation, direct tax, indirect tax, international taxation. So our vision is to make this as a global society. Today we are in UAE, but then plans are that to take it up to the next level, other Emirates in UAE, outside UAE also. And this idea, what we have created, we pass to the next generation also, that any idea can, if you put efforts, sincere efforts, because it's very important that you have to put your more than 100%. Because I know initial days how me, Naveenji, ourselves day and night discussing. Now eventually we have a managing committee. They are taking up, they are contributing big way. But initially lot of efforts has gone. Like I used to say, Naveenji, please can you speak to your contact in Big Four, because Big Four professional, if they address to members, is a value addition. So, and then immediately he used to take up the phone and he used to ensure that Big Four tax professionals are there. So again, it's a amazing journey, and it's anyone who wishes to become a member, we are happy to assist and we welcome them.
Amazing. Naveenji, would you like to share some of your experiences, let's say 3 years ago when you were building this society from the scratch? Now you would have approached some people because you need support from, probably sponsors or speakers. Now, what type of challenges you faced? Of course, you must have faced certain acceptance from people supporting you, blindly, unconditional support. But there are always sometimes you feel like you were expecting certain support, but you face certain rejection. So, do you have such stories from 3 years ago?
There are many stories. Let me start with the Taxation Society. When we were in discussion about the name, I always love society. Society, taxation is, of course, we want the association in the taxation side. The taxation is common, but I was passionate about society. But as I said, the co-founder and my best friend and mentor, he said, no, society is not so compelling. Power is missing in society. And then we have discussed many names. In fact, to choose the name, it took more than a month.
Correct.
So, and then ultimately we say, okay, we have to zero down and we have to select one.
Right.
So I said society, Taxation Society, and Nimish, co-founder and president, said federation, Taxation Federation.
Okay.
So we said what to do next. So initial thought came, let's go to outsiders, ask some people. Then we thought we have to choose the name.
Yeah.
And so then I tell her, let's flip the coin 3 times. And I lost.
Okay.
And I lost, and Taxation Federation is approved by us as the name.
And first meeting was...
And the first meeting, as Mr. Nimish said, first meeting which we had on 16th of December 2022.
Oh, nice.
We had this meeting under Taxation Federation.
Amazing.
Everything was good. Initial approval is taken. But, sometimes you have to be lucky. And once the name is decided, I am no more attached with the society. And thereafter, we could not get the second approval because of the federation.
Okay.
And ultimately, then we have to have the second best option, which is the society. So the name has gone through a very deep discussion, and I initially lost. Nimish, you want to share on this story?
No, so in fact, I would say it was a victory for both of us, because the creator has chose that, okay, both the names will do something. So first meeting happened with Taxation Federation. And then as we did not got the approval, then I said to my friend, now the only choice is left is Taxation Society. And that is how Taxation Society birth came. And then we got license, we got approval to have a professional members association, and that is how rest is history.
Today, Taxation Society is the talk of the town. I think everyone I meet in the UAE, whether they are a chartered accountant, whether they are tax, non-tax, student, anyone, they know Taxation Society and they know the work that we are doing, because all of it is visible, right, on social media, newspapers and everything. But did you think about it, like people are literally talking left, right and center about Taxation Society? How do you feel? Like, do you feel like what sort of emotions do you get today?
I feel, if you really ask me, there is a personal reason also to start and thinking about it. See, when I was the chairman of ICI UAE Dubai chapter, which has a very large base in the UAE, they have 3,000 plus members, and destiny, I say it's my fair luck, that when the VAT was introduced in the UAE, I was the chairman.
Amazing. So in 2018?
2017,
18, okay.
And I became chairman 3 months before the introduction of the VAT.
Wow.
So there was a boom of the VAT.
Exactly.
And I have organized a lot of VAT event for the ICI UAE Dubai chapter, covered on print media, electronic media extensively. The ICI UAE Dubai chapter mandate is to work only for its members.
Right.
No other person can come.
Can come and join, yeah.
So member has to pay, say, 400. Non-member has to pay 800.
Okay,
So that
for
is-
attending the session.
To attending the session.
Okay.
And I took advantage of it. The people who could not pass, who
CA.
were BCom, who were 10th,
Semi-qualified.
12th grade, who were from other profession, they were forced to pay double the fees than the qualified people of the profession like CA, Chartered Accountancy. And I did many events. So one day, one guy came to me and he said, I cannot afford this session. You are asking me to pay 800
Okay.
and I could not do the CA because I have no money during those days. I could not go to tuition, I could not do because of the illness of my father, and I have to pay the double. Why the education has to be so expensive? I told, this is the way, this is a member-only body, there is nothing I can do, and the rules were not framed by me, but it was somewhere in me. And my term as ICI chairman got over in September 2018, but I still have pain. The people who really need to learn why the education has to be so expensive. So when the UAE corporate tax was launched in the UAE, I have seen 5-star hotels are full. People are charging in dollars. People are charging left, right, and center. Then say, I'm no longer a chairman. We can always start something very reasonable and we can give education to as many people as little is the cost. Taxation Society may be the largest association in this country as far as the taxation is concerned. But one thing I can tell you, we are the most affordable and economical when it comes for the money. We charge only very little. We used to charge 300 dirham, but from January we are charging 400 dirham for 1 year, and we give the credit for 400 dirham. So essentially, we are not taking a single penny from its members.
And it's all
That
events
is-
are free.
All events are free. And you know how it's not economical or it's not easy to host the physical meeting because Taxation Society is 100% physical meetings. And 4 meetings is not a joke. So Taxation Society may be having 1,000, 1,500 members, but we proud in saying that we do not charge our members. We give the education to as many people with no restriction. If I have to say the birth of the idea is the birth of the idea that we have to give to all the people who want to learn taxation almost free of cost. Only then we will repay what we gained because when I did my CA, you know how much we pay? Nothing. But today, if we do the courses, tuitions, etc., it's costing us so much.
Right.
Secondly, I can proudly say we have the largest online group of taxation. If you will ask a question in our group, I can say instantly, even 3 a.m. in the morning, somebody from the
Must be
Taxation
waking up.
Society will answer you.
Faster
It
than-
will start a debate, a discussion,
Yeah.
a group discussion on each and every topic
Right.
which is worth discussing in the taxation. Taxation is a technical skill. A technical skill like the medicine, engineering will come by practicing. So you have to practice each and every moment, each and every day. Some passion is required. Once you will get that passion, you will get like a drug. And when you will take a drug, it will become your second nature and your habit.
Right.
So Taxation Society is not only educating the people, It is ensuring that compliance is what we have to understand. And we are going beyond the compliance and making sure that our members work ethically. How many speakers we have given chance or they came to us? Almost all the big four firms, almost all the tax professionals have given one or more than one, have taken more than one session for the Taxation Society. And you ask about a question which I appreciate about the difficulties we face. When I say we face many difficulties, the one difficulty is that we are not selling our platform to the sponsors. We are not sponsors focused. So when we started, we say that we may be a small startup or we will do a meeting with reasonable food, or we will do our meeting with less people, but we will never ever
compromise.
This is the mantra I have learned from co-founder Mr. Nimish. What he said is, there may be the only one, I may be in the audience only one, but I will never allow anybody to use for their own benefit as far as the Taxation Society platform is concerned. Because if you will compromise on the transparency, if you will compromise for a small gain, you will never ever build you will not see what is coming. So if I am proud today is that everybody who can afford 3 meals in a restaurant can afford 1 year of Taxation Society membership, and his life will change when we will apply the practical aspect he will learn in the taxation side. I'm not saying about the networking or the online groups, but the overall ecosystem that the Taxation Society has created. It has created the ecosystem of learning, practical experience, and networking. Today, you know whom to approach, who is knowledgeable, and we may be old-fashioned, but we are 100% physical event organization.
I'll just add here, so Naveen ji mentioned that 100%, because there were many requests came that do online. We said no. When we have a physical meeting, the bonding will be there, seriousness will be there, people are taking the efforts to come. We ensure that quality is not compromised, as my friend and co-founder has mentioned. So we 100% ensure that speaker also give their best in terms of sharing their knowledge and all, and everyone get the answer to their questions. In fact, I just would like to go back in 2017 and 18 when Naveen ji was chairman. And although I was one of the past chairmen, but we are friends, and I used to be very active during his chairmanship also. So his name is Naveen Sharma, but his name then was become VAT Sharma.
Okay.
That many sessions in the town, no one did on VAT. I would say might be even FTA might have not done. That many sessions were done. And I still remember, Naveen ji, I'm sure you will recall, Emirates Banking Institute. We had close to 1,400 members. Members were sitting on the floor.
Wow.
It was a full house. Members said, we will stand, but please allow us. So that is what he did. And then that is how this idea we took forward, and we ensured that no compromise in quality and give best way to the members.
Amazing. I mean, as you said.
I just want to add, you must have seen the way the co-founder Nimish is running the Taxation Society from the front. He himself is working more than 12 hours. He is always coming the first in all the events and always going the last. And all the events, he will ensure that everybody should be treated well, including the guests, including the members, including the sponsors, including the normal people who are coming. So I have seen him working same way in the ICA UAE XCOM, which he was the part of more than 7-8 years. And the same culture, the culture of hard working, the culture of transparency. What I'm saying transparency means that we are transparent.
Yeah.
We are transparent in such a way that if you are a founding member, if founding member have some privileges, it is all communicated to everybody. There is no exception. If you are a member, no exception. If you are the excom, no exception. If you are a sponsor, no exception. Everybody has to be treated the way they should be treated, we told. We have always honored our word. If we said the sponsor will have these advantages, we make sure we work with them. And we are lucky to have the professionals, management committee members, founding members who have come and contributed for the growth. Idea may be Nimish and mine, but at the end of the day, it survived because of the hard work which is put by the managing committee, founding members, and the members and sponsors, which we always say the partners. We always say to our sponsors, to our members, that if you will not gain, it is our loss. If you will lose, it is our loss. And I'm proud to say that none of our member or sponsor has left us. If you will see in our group, in the WhatsApp group, which we have thousands, you will see not more than 2-3 people have not left. And the total posting in the group is more than 100. And people are not even posting other than taxation matter at all. There may be election in ICI, there is no posting in our group. There may be people want to have forward, there is nothing in the forward. It is self-discipline. The self-discipline by each and everybody is making our group worth reading. And see our magazine, which every 3 months is coming, when people are contributing. If you will see in a tax professional, 300 people in a room, and a brainstorming is going on, the kind of ideas you will generate is worth millions.
Next level. That goes to show the kudos to you for building a culture that is so inclusive, transparent, because I've also seen a change in my trajectory. Since the time I joined Taxation Society first as a member and then as a founding member, I have literally seen, because I'm a tax professional first, podcaster second. So as a tax professional, it was key for me to be part of a society that is catering to tax, because I want to stay in tax for the next rest of my lifetime. And there is a society, as you said, tax is never right or wrong. You are on the other side, maybe the authority is saying right, maybe you are wrong. But tomorrow you could be right, they are wrong when you go into a court. So it's all a matter of interpretation. So when you collectively discuss, and if you have not compromised on the quality of speakers, I think that's the standard that you have set. No compromise on the quality of speakers, because at the end of each event, I speak to members. They are so pumped up. They are awaiting the PPT from the speakers. They are ready. They want to get 5-minute FaceTime with the speaker, because they really love the quality, the energy. Very esteemed, very senior professionals come and grace our events. So I think kudos to you guys. I mean, for not compromising on that quality and being part of the committee right now. I mean, I have literally seen you have not negotiated, compromised on the toxicity, like zero toxicity, zero politics, no micromanagement. So you completely give independence to the person, and then you trust them, because if you don't trust them, then they will also not be able to take it to the finish line. So I think that's the key differentiators, which I'm sure you have been part of multiple associations. You bringing that collective experience of decades of experience. You have been at the helm of many associations in the UAE. For me, coming from as a fresh blood, it was inspiring for me, because I see some forums where it's difficult for people to prosper and grow. For me, I mean, giving me a chance, to shine. I mean, many like me are inspired, and in the crowd who are wanting to take that mantle, come on the stage and inspire millions of.
So Ekans, let me tell your story.
Yeah.
2 years back,
Yeah.
We were convinced that e-invoicing is the future. And this is a real story. and a story of you.
Now we are
And
in
I
the
was,
future.
my friend said that we need somebody from Big Four. I said, Big Four, e-invoicing, they will not allow us to even touch. They are busy in minting dollars. But I have called somebody in KPMG, and I said, I need somebody in the e-invoicing. He said, Naveen ji, this will be very difficult, e-invoicing. I will give you from excise, I will give you in VAT. I said, I need only e-invoicing. Well, e-invoicing even not announced in the UAE. We don't know when it will come.
Yeah.
There are only one or two, and they have no client. I said, I need somebody from the e-invoicing. And they cut the story short. We, the name of Ekans was suggested. I said, come. When I saw 29 years old, expert, I said, let me take a chance. Because I always believe in the reverse mentoring.
Yeah.
I'm 57 now, and I think my mentor should be 27, maybe 30, maybe 29. So he came. I remember the hero came directly as a speaker on a subject when there is no law.
Right.
And what he did is, I can say, amazing. Tsunami.
Yeah.
He has explained in such simple words where we can correlate, we can relate that what is coming. And that was when I met and Nimish met. We met with Ekansh, and thereafter he again disappeared. So it took 6 more months to come, and in one meeting we pushed him to become member. But I think he is a rich man, so he directly became the founding member. And when he became the founding member, I said, the person who has so much energy should be in the ExCom and should be the secretary, because secretary is the one who is the face of the society to the outside world. So so this is the story of Ekansh. Do you agree? And now we can see what is happening. E-invoice boom is everywhere.
Yeah.
And we are the one we had the maximum seminars, events on e-invoicing.
Yeah.
And even we have one tomorrow. And I'm sure that everybody in the city wants to listen and understand what is coming. And society, it doesn't matter whether you are 25 or 85. As long as you can contribute, we want to hear from you. As long as you can lead, we want you to lead, because you can develop these kind of skills. And I feel one day, sometime, I can see a leader coming, a tax leader coming from you. And when you lead, you learn a lot, because you go to different platforms, you go to different seminars, and then you learn which we are missing. Thanks for your contribution to the Taxation Society.
Thanks for bringing me into the society. My life has completely taken a 360 degree turn. Since the time I've joined, I mean, I did not anticipate 2.5 years ago when I did my first session of e-invoicing at Taxation Society. And today we are sitting in the future. Like, that was the future that we anticipated 2.5 years ago. Now we are in the future, which is our present. And e-invoicing is now, taking center stage in the UAE. And I'm glad to be associated with this society. With your society, I have literally reached every tax professional in the region. I have gotten to know them personally on a personal level. So I think this is a forum which is, I think if you have the right potential, if someone is ambitious, you can do anything, as you said, because you give free hand. You are not conscious, okay, that person will do something, achieve. If they want to become leader, you are allowing them to become leader. I think that is something very special. And I cannot say the same for, for any other society or any other forums here in the UAE or anywhere in the world. I think this culture is very unique, and I think we should trademark this culture also, like listing it on a piece of paper that this culture is very unique. And if you want to use that, you have to take our permission.
Rightly said, Ekant. So that is what me and Naveenji always believe.
Yeah.
That empower.
Yeah.
We have to give only our experience. Let them take it forward to a different level.
Right.
Because with collective efforts only, you can go to the next milestone. Mm-hmm. And that is the reason you might have seen, although you are part of committee very recently from 2026, but you were involved into curating the various sessions and all. So we always believe somebody is handling, somebody is subject matter expert, allow them, give free hand. Now close to 200 subject matter experts have come to Taxation Society. I don't think so any forum. In fact, we received award also from Golden Book of Award
Wow.
for around that time our numbers were 150 speakers. So under one forum, tax professional 150. So it's a history, and we got the Golden Book of Record award also. So that time, me and my friend and co-founder Naveen we were feeling so blessed that what has been created is really giving good results, as well as it is giving good name. Not only we are not looking for our name, but we want that society name should be there. Society should become the brand, and that is how today, and thanks to the media also, we have a College Times, our media partner. I must thank them also, because media plays a key role in shaping up and branding and everything.
Great.
So, if you are a part of any society, club, association, you are as good as your last meeting, or I can say liberally 3 meetings. The past is important, idea is important, but the most important thing is your last meeting and the last 3 meetings. And we always keep this in mind, that past maybe you did something good, but you have to always listen more, and come out with the ideas which will come in the future. Today, we broadly think about the taxation as only the direct tax, corporate tax, then VAT, now the e-invoicing. But this list is a very minimum list. If you will see double taxation avoidance treaties, if you see the SEPA agreements or the bilateral agreements between the countries, if you will see the tax technology, I think taxation is important, but tax technology is more important.
Right.
True.
Tax technology is the future. You cannot ensure the compliance. There is no way you can file any return without the technology. So tax technology in itself is a big subject. Then there is an era of blockchain, and this has changed the world. This is going to change the world. And in addition to it, you will see more and more the free trade agreement is being signed all over the world. Then you have the Pillar 2, OECD, now the side-by-side agreements. So if you see, then you have the HS code, which has changed from 8-digit to 12-digit. Then you have the agency agreements, foundations, trust, and the list is ongoing. So taxation is, we think very narrowly when we say
VAT,
direct tax,
corporate
VAT.
tax,
But if you see the guides, if you see the tax technology which is coming, and believe me, if you are a part of the society, the Taxation Society, every month something you are learning. And this is the best way of aging, to have a great technical skill. I cannot go back to a medical college and become a doctor. I cannot go back and learn the engineering. If my profession is finance, accounts, audit, and taxation is the technical knowledge one must have. I can proudly say that I am a son of income tax officer, income tax commissioner. I always wanted my father to impress that I have a taxation skill. But after working 20 years in Dubai, we got taxation, and I'm thankful to the UAE government that they have given a chance. Otherwise, we are doing the non-technical work and always unsatisfied with our work. But with taxation, we can really contribute with our learning, and we can improve the life of ourselves and people around us. Reskilling, re-educating is the responsibility the Taxation Society has taken very seriously. Nimish, thanks Nimish that you are part of this journey, because that way you are empowering the society not to become the obsolete. technology is coming so fast and making us so obsolete. In 10 years, 15 years time, whatever you have learned is no longer valid. But the way the new web of digitalization is happening all over the world, there is no other way to re-educate yourself in your area.
Great, sir. I think we have discussed so much. I think I'm filled with positivity right now. I have so much goosebumps. I cannot tell you, honestly. I don't want to end this conversation. I wanted to go for another 4 hours. I wish I could. And we will definitely have many more such conversation. But let's quickly wrap up by, if you can share what you have in store in the future. Like what vision do you have? We have seen the journey of last 3 years. Very amazing. Like it's growing at a mad pace. Now, what's your future is about Taxation Society?
So, when journey is so interesting and memorable, future is always promising. How the UAE leadership is, which is a promising and futuristic. Similarly, Taxation Society is also futuristic. Now, when the corporate tax is introduced, it is going to remain for forever. So society is also going to remain for forever. The objective of society is always going to remain one. Number one, that is to share the knowledge. Number two, to help the initiative of government, because today we are introduction of corporate tax, e-invoicing, but many amendments are going to come as we progress. Many other taxations are going to come as we progress further. Then there will be lot of, say, litigations will come.
Right.
So we have to see that how we become a part of ecosystem, enhancing, sharing the knowledge, bringing the subject matter experts, bringing the government authority who can share that what next to be done and all. So eventually, society is going to be a part of the entire ecosystem of UAE. And our vision, myself, Naveenji, and collective vision is that this remain as a permanent society, not only in UAE, but globally. And we ensure that we keep continuing what we have started, whether we are there or not there. That is how this society concept, it's a members body, it's for the members, by the members, and going to be in future also drive by members only.
Amazing. I think it's like a blockchain, as you mentioned. You have created that blockchain, and now it's completely decentralized. It's taking its own shape and form. Of course, you are there to guide every time there is something new. But yeah, I mean, what you have created is completely extraordinary, and I'm sure this is only. Future is immense for tax as well as for the society.
So, as far as the future of Taxation Society is concerned, as our co-founder Nimish said, as long as tax is there, society is there. But also remember one thing, that the world is not becoming global. It is becoming bilateral. You will see UAE signing CEPA agreements with so many countries. There are free trade agreements are happening with most of the countries. Taxation is coming in more than one way. It is becoming integral part of the technology. So technology is coming. Then the litigation, compliance, learning, everything is becoming part of the taxation ecosystem is concerned. Society, again, debate is on. Whenever we discuss whether to take this to Abu Dhabi, whether to take this to London, whether to take this to Vienna, or whether to remain in Dubai. So discussion is going on, but now we have a bigger family. We have the founding members, around 80, and we discuss with them what is the next step. So the brainstorming is a must, as we did when we were forming the Taxation Society, which is there. We can grow to multi-city, multi-country, or we can remain in UAE. These are the options available. We can have the academy, Taxation Society Academy, so that we can make sure that we have the structure is in place as far as the education is concerned. And one thing will always remain, that it must be the quality provider of taxation knowledge to the society. That will never be compromised. Then the pillar 2 is coming. So one way or the another, as long as tax is there in the society, society will be there to serve the tax people.
Fantastic. This is one of the most special episodes for my channel. And this one I will cherish for long. It's sad to, end this episode, but we need to. And thanks for your time. I know you both have very busy schedule, and thanks for taking time out for this. And I'm sure our listeners today are going to value this episode so much. Thanks again, and looking forward to many more episodes.